Hello and welcome to episode 29 of Rebuilding Chelsea on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got the first two games of the new season for you. We're at home to Manchester United and then away to Southampton. So let's get straight into it and I'll show you the team to face Manchester United in just a moment. Okay, here is the team then to face Manchester United, and it is Unai Simon in goal. Back four is Cucurella, Antonio Silva, Fofana and Reece James. It's Jude Bellingham at the base of midfield, Khéphren Thuram and Fernandes ahead of him, Mudryk on the left, Sterling on the right, Evan Nielsen up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant thinks this is a match we should be winning and I should tell the players to make sure that we do. I think that's probably the wrong one. I am going to say the fans expect to win, don't let them down. Bellingham's anxious, everybody else is fine with that. So I'll keep an eye on Bellingham. As much as it might be a cliche as the first goal, all important. I'm hopeful for a strong start and a positive outcome. Happy with our preparation. Dressing room want to settle some scores. Absolutely right, let's get out there and see if we can manage to do exactly that. So, as always, first 10 minutes we'll just see how things go. Manchester United have had the better of it, so I'm going to demand more already. I'm not going to wait 10 minutes to... we've given away a penalty. And in fact, VAR have advised him to go and look at the screen after having given a penalty, so this is likely to be overturned. Penalty's given, so he's given it anyway. He stuck to his guns and it is a Manchester United penalty. It's Bruno Fernandes sends the keeper the wrong way. It's Chelsea 0, Manchester United 1. We've played 9 minutes, so not ideal. And we're going to need to demand more and try and get back into the match. Right, Mudryk's having a shocker. And it was Jude Bellingham we were worried about, but he's actually doing okay. And but for the penalty, I think we'd be on relatively equal footing in terms of XG, so I'm not unduly concerned at this stage, but we do need to get an equaliser in the first half. Enzo Fernandez, it's Khéphren Thuram, Reece James to Fofana. Bellingham's ball forward, finds Mudryk on the left, he gets it down, finds Cucurella into Mudryk. Sterling at the edge of the area puts the ball in the net and it's being checked for offside. And I'll feel very hard done by if this is disallowed. It is disallowed and I do feel hard done by. So apparently it was very close. So we're going to demand more again. And it's Manchester United on the attack. Dalot with the ball in. Header away. Mudryk. Enzo Fernandez can't get it under control, but does win it back and then loses it. Dalot in space for Manchester United, gets his cross in, headed away, and Evan Nielsen's given it away. Anthony to Fernandes, out to Dalot, it's headed away. Sterling gets it to Mudryk, who needs to find a pass here, or maybe he'll just keep running. He does, and then shoots it straight at David De Gea, which was the wrong option. Reece James's free kick floated in, the header hits the crossbar and Varane puts it behind for a corner. So we are edging back into the game. Reece James is right-footed in swinger, headed away, Sterling to Reece James. Pulls it back and nothing doing. So half time we're going to be 1-0 down. So we're going to make some changes. We're going to thrash the arms. What was that? Get your act together. And let's see what we can do. So we're going to take off the anxious Jude Bellingham for Sven Botman. We're going to take off the injured Enzo Fernandez and bring on Xavi Simons. And I'm going to take Reece James off as well for Vanderson or João Mario. I'm going to go Vanderson. Why not? And let's go out there for the second half. Start it up and let's demand more. And I'm going to take Evan Nielsen off and bring on Moukoko for most of the second half. We've got one more substitution up our sleeve, and that's going to have to be Mudryk, who's beginning to struggle quite badly. So we'll bring on Ez Abde. So Vanderson plays it into Sterling, back to Vanderson, forward for Simons on the right, pulls it back to Vanderson, he's into the area. Kefren Thuram's effort is charged down. Dybala clears halfway for Manchester United and pulls it back to Kovacic. Anthony and Mudryk's committed a foul and Manchester United have a second penalty. That's not uncommon against Chelsea. And it's given. And Mudryk could be in trouble. It's a straight red. So we are down to 10 men. I'm going to take... In fact, I can't take anybody off. We've made all 5 subs. So I'm going to move... what am I going to do? I'm going to move Sven Botman into central midfield. And what else am I going to do? I don't actually know what to do here. My options are extremely limited. I don't have anybody. In fact, Moukoko can play wide. But there's no point going strikerless when we're going to be 2-0 down with less than 20 minutes to go. So I think what we have to do is push the defensive midfielder into central midfield and go 2 up top. I think we have to do that. So Raheem Sterling can come on or can come up and play as a second striker. And what role will we give him? That's the question. What's his best option? Advance forward. Target forward? No. Poacher. Complete forward? No. I think we go pressing forward on attack. And see how that works. I think that's all we can do. So, let's get out there for the penalty to Manchester United. It's Bruno Fernandes. He scores. It's 2-0. And that's 2 penalties for Manchester United. Both of them scored. Can we manage to get something as a consolation? Shaw forward to Eriksen. Casemiro given straight to Thuram. Plays it to Sterling, who finds Moukoko. His shot is saved by David De Gea. So we'll have a corner. And it's an outswinger, left-footed from Cucurella. Into the box, and De Gea collects that easily, launches it very long, highlight comes to an end, and that's not what we needed. We're going to go attacking, we're going to demand more. That wasn't demand more, that was praise. I didn't want to do that. I'm probably not going to get the chance now to demand more again. Kovacic gives the ball away, Botman into Moukoko. Into the area, his shot is a weak one, and De Gea saves easily. So into stoppage time, and it's Chelsea on the attack. Simons, it's now Vanderson on the right. Sterling dropped very deep. Casemiro's won it back from Manchester United, and he's off. So it's 10 aside, but it's not going to make any difference. There's not long enough. And it is Chelsea 0, Manchester United 2 at full time. And I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and a Premier League trip to Southampton. The team for this one is Simon in goal, back four of Cucurella, Botman, Antonio Silva and James. Thuram at the base of midfield, Fernandes and Bellingham ahead of him, Mount on the left, Sterling on the right, and Youssoufa Moukoko up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant thinks this is a match we should be winning. Make sure we do. I disagreed with him last time and it didn't work, so I'm going to agree with him this time. And let's see how this works out. Let's get into the tunnel. What's it that's given you such a good record against Ruben Selles? What am I going to say? It's not about me versus him. The players decide the result. Is there a psychological advantage? If the run ends in this match, no one will be talking about it. We definitely need to find a higher level after the last match. It's a challenge we have to be up for, and I'm confident we will be. So let's get out there and pick up the 3 points against Southampton to move us away from the relegation zone. And I'm shocked that I'm saying that even at this early stage of the season. Mikalenko to Orsic for Southampton, but we've won it back. And Sterling finds James to Silva, and Cucurella takes it up, plays it into Fernandes, Moukoko to Cucurella, Thuram into Bellingham, back to Botman, finds Antonio Silva, into Sterling, into Moukoko, who is in the area, and he's hit the crossbar with a brilliant effort, but not quite good enough. Southampton throw in, Walker-Peters gives it straight to Cucurella, who turns and plays it back to Unai Simon, finds Botman into Fernandes, crossfield ball, gives Sterling a lot to do, but he's managed to keep it in, but we've given it away, and then Silva wins it back. Antonio Silva to Jude Bellingham, finds Reece James, Bellingham again, Silva to Thuram, Silva to Botman, into Cucurella, finds Fernandes, it's played down the line for Mason Mount, crossed in, and the header is wide from Jude Bellingham. Good effort, but not quite good enough. And Unai Simon, what's he going to do with it? I think he's go short in the end. He looked to go long. Silva then finds James, plays it back. It's a hospital pass, and Unai Simon is able to come out and collect it after it deflects up in the air. Simon this time surely is going to go long. He doesn't. He goes the other way to Botman. Into Fernandez, onto Mason Mount. Finds Mokoku to Bellingham. Sterling on the right hand side. And we'll have to settle for a corner. And it's going to be Mason Mount with a right-footed outswinging corner. Headed away by Southampton. Thuram and Mason Mount's offside. And didn't go for it anyway. So Mikolenko for Southampton to Kivior. Back to Bazunu in goal. Kaleta Carr to Lavia. Back to Bazunu, who's come a long way out. Cleared it very long, and Onuachu is one-on-one with the keeper, and Paul Onuachu has given Southampton the lead, and out of nothing Southampton are ahead, so we've got much work to do. Antonio Silva's ball forward is nowhere near a Chelsea shirt. Mikolenko to Kaleta Carr, Lavia to Walker-Peters. And Walker-Peters' ball forward is only going to find Simon to Kefren Thuram. Botman to Silva, on to Reece James, finds Enzo Fernandez. And it's headed on, but nobody chased it down. And Bazunu collects far too easily. Bazunu's ball forward. And Onuachu's won it again. Orsic puts in Che Adams this time. And that's a really good stop from Unai Simon. We have been second best in this so far. And that is not something I expected against Southampton. As Orsic comes through. And Mislav Orsic doubles Southampton's lead. It's Southampton 2, Chelsea 0. And this is fast proving to be a disaster. We're going to have to go attacking. We're going to have to chase it. We demand more. Bellingham back to Reece James. Thuram to Silva. Finds Reece James. Ball forward. Mokoku to Mason Mount. Mason Mount shot. And I'm not sure that was the right option. It's too high. And the chance is gone. So 2 goals in 4 minutes for Southampton. And we haven't managed to find a response yet. Botman clears the ball from the penalty area. Cucurella to Fernandez. Back to Botman, who finds Antonio Silva to Reece James. Plays it into Mokoku. He's come far too deep. Sterling on the right. Back to Antonio Silva. Into Sterling again. I don't know why Sterling is so deep. We need to get him much higher up the field. Mason Mount's ball out, finds Sterling, but he can't hold it. Bellingham down to Sterling, into Mokoku. Mokoku, reverse ball to Bellingham, finds Mount, and Mason Mount's got one back for us on 27 minutes. And it counts. It's 2-1. Can we get level before half time? Sven Botman with a free kick to Cucurella. Plays it into Fernandez. Long ball forward. Mokoku gives chase. He's going to need help. He holds the ball up. And we've won a penalty. Not sure who's going to take it. I want it to be Sterling, I think. So it's given. And it is Mason Mount with the spot kick, and he sends the keeper the wrong way. We're level before half time. It's Southampton 2, Chelsea 2. So good comeback, but we need more. So let's go and demand more. And let's see if we can get in the lead before half time. Doesn't look like it. Botman to Thuram, back to Silva. Finds Reece James. Thuram, Mokoku onto Bellingham. And Sterling's in. Keeper's made the save. Mount will keep this in play. I think he probably should have let it go. He didn't. Mason Mount to Thuram, who shoots. and it's over the crossbar. It is going to be 2-2 at the break, and there's the confirmation of that. So let's go in and demand more. Don't like what I just saw, and we're going to make some changes. Really not sure what to change. Reece James definitely, and we'll bring on João Mario, and I'm also going to change Sven Botman for Wesley Fofana, and I think that will do. 2 changes I think will probably be enough. And we're staying on attacking, we're demanding more. Moukoko isn't going to see the game out, but I'm going to give him a little bit longer. And it will be Evan Nielsen to replace him. Fofana to Fernandes, plays it forward for Moukoko. I'm going to hold off on this because Moukoko's in and it's gone wide. So now is the time to take him off. And it will be Evan Nielsen to replace him. And the next substitution is going to be Antonio Silva at the back. With Levi Colwill coming on. So this is going to be Silva's last contribution. Finds João Mario into Bellingham. Sterling's ball forward for Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen finds the back of the net. And it counts. It is Southampton 2, Chelsea 3. The turnaround is complete. Yes, I want to continue with the changes. And my final change is going to be Jude Bellingham to be replaced by Xavi Simons. With just less than 20 minutes to go, Bellingham loses the ball, but Ward-Prowse has come out second best there. And Evan Nielsen has a second goal to make it 4-2. And what a substitution that's proved to be. So yes, I want to continue with the changes. And we're into the final 15 minutes. And 4-2 ahead. And that's made it a whole lot brighter. We're up to 9th in the table. And now Southampton's free kick. Ward-Prowse, the header on, is over the crossbar. And the chance comes to nothing. So it is going to be a win and a defeat from the opening 2 games. Which, in all honesty, isn't the worst outcome it could have been. Could have been even worse than that. And Fernandes to Thuram into Evan Nielsen. Simons plays it through for Mason Mount. He's found the back of the net. And it's Southampton 2, Chelsea 5. And we've got a little under 2 minutes of stoppage time left. So should be a routine end to the match as Southampton come forward. Fofana's won it back. Thuram to Fernandes. Evan Nielsen to Mount. He's played in Simons. And Southampton scrape it clear. And that should be full time. But play continues. Throw in Chelsea. João Mario. Thuram. João Mario's cross headed away. And Levi Colwill wins it, but that's full time. Southampton 2, Chelsea 5. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is the league table then, and with 2 games gone, as you can see, we're 9th in the table, 3 points from those 2 matches. Leaders are Manchester City, no surprises there. So let's have a look at when we're going to come back. And I am going to bring you back pretty quickly. I'm just going to play 1 game off camera, play Brighton, and then I'll bring you back for Wolves and Blackburn. And then I will show you the business we've done in the transfer window since the last update on the transfer special. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.